What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So we need to talk about Senator Manchin and his press conference. He had a press conference earlier, and it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting just to listen to what he is talking about. He's talking about playing games. We need to stop playing games, and we need to help the American people. And I don't know. I don't know what is going on when it comes to Senator Manchin and Senator Sinema. They are not clear on what they want to do. And maybe they're negotiating. We know they're negotiating behind closed doors, so maybe they're clear when they're talking with President Biden and talking with leadership in the Democratic Party. But the information that they're providing us is not very clear. So that's what I want to discuss today. But first off, on this channel, we talk about news that matters. If that sounds like something interesting to you, please subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell notification. That way you'll get notified anytime we put out a video. Okay, so I saw this press conference earlier, and I don't know if I'm going to post this later today or I might post it early tomorrow morning. So it'll be early Tuesday morning or later tonight, Monday. But I don't understand what's going on with Senator Manchin. So he's talking about we need to stop playing games. We need to move forward. I think his anger is really coming from this bipartisan bill that they authored up and was able to get through the Senate. I think that's what he's really angry about, and that's what he's talking about. We need to stop playing games. But the reality is, the talk was always that they were going to do them simultaneously. That was always the talk. And so if Senator Manchin had an issue back then, he should have raised it. They were talking about this in April and May of this year. He should have raised his concerns then. But now when we're looking at this and he's talking about stop playing games and all this, and so he's saying we need to pass that first infrastructure bill now, and then we can move forward with that second infrastructure bill. But you've seen how they've gutted the second infrastructure bill. It started at $6 trillion, then it went down to $3.5 trillion. Now it's at $1.75 trillion. And believe it or not, Senator Manchin saying that $1.75 trillion is too much. And he's saying it's too much because in reality, it's going to be extended. Some of these programs, let's say the child tax credit, they extended it for 1 year. Well, the talk is they'll probably extend it down the road. So next year they'll extend it again for another year. And so that will end up bloating that 1.75 trillion will now look more like 3.5 trillion in the end. And so that's what Senator Manchin has an issue with. But my whole thing is, get the bill passed. And if you don't want to extend it, if it becomes too expensive, well, then go ahead and cancel it at that time. But don't just say, well, the plan is to extend it later down the road, so I don't want to even extend it 1 year because 1 year could lead to 2 years, which could lead to 3 years. That's not the way that they should be doing business. Try it out, see if it works. People are receiving the child tax credit right now. They're very happy with it. See if it continues to be effective. If it does, then you can continue to extend it, and you can find ways. Just like they find ways to put money into the defense, we can find ways to put money into American people's pockets. So that's what I'm talking about when it comes to that. Senator Manchin, I don't know where to go from here, because it looks like he wants to means test this stuff. He wants to see exactly how much things are going to cost. So that's another thing that he wants to wait. So it doesn't look like he's going to be a yes vote at all until he finds out exactly how much this is going to cost. And so it's just unclear. It's just unclear what Senator Manchin wants. And that is just causing a delay. And I don't know. Usually when you look at it, and we'll talk about parties, and I don't like to get too much in the Democratic Party, Republican Party, and talking about that. But the Republican Party, for the most part, they'll go along with what the majority wants. But it looks like in the Democratic Party right now, you have two senators that are really not going along with what the president wants. And that's very uncommon. And ultimately, everyone falls in that situation, because if you lose power, then now you don't have the power to dictate. You don't have leader Schumer can call things to the floor. You lose that power if you're not the majority. And even right now it's 50-50. And the only reason that Democrats have the majority is because President Biden is in office. And so that means that the vice president steps in to break a tie. And that's what they have right now. They have a tie. And so hopefully they'll figure something out, but it needs to happen fast. And the American people, everyone's watching this and just It's unbelievable that you have Democrats that are just fighting against each other and they can't agree on helping the American people move forward. And then you have Republicans that are quiet. They're not saying anything right now. They're sitting on the sidelines, and who knows what, they don't have any proposals that they're putting out there. So they're just watching this all and just saying, oh, this is just Democrats as usual and all this stuff. So they're attacking the Democrats for spending too much money and not being able to come together, but yet and still they're just sitting there and they're not doing anything when it comes to helping the American people right now. Now, they could come out with proposals as well. They can do that, but they're choosing not to at the present time. They're just choosing to watch this all unfold. And so President Biden's in a real tough situation right now. He needs to get something done for the American people, and he needs support from Senator Manchin and Senator Sinema. So we're going to have to follow it, see where it goes. But I don't know. I'm looking at it right now. It's Monday evening. I don't see them voting tomorrow on this bill. Or I won't say that. They might vote on the bill, but I don't see it passing. I see there being some problems with both infrastructure bills, because the progressives, they're going to vote against that first infrastructure bill if they can't get that second infrastructure bill passed. So we already know what the outcome is going to be. So we're just going to have to see if they actually call a vote on Tuesday. So stay tuned. If you guys have any questions, post them down below. If you have comments, I want to know what you guys think about this whole thing, because I'm looking at it. It's one big mess at this point. So let me know those thoughts. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.